Hi, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Crystal. Even if you're not new here, it's been a really long time. So, hi, I'm Crystal. I wanted to come here today in my incredibly messy studio because I have something very special to me to share with all of you. Something I've been working on for a long time. In fact, it's part of the reason I've been so absent in the last couple months at least. And it's finally ready to share with you. But before I just show you what it is, I wanted to give you a little bit of a backstory and kind of tell you what the purpose is and where it comes from and why it means so much to me. And so I thought I would get on here and talk with you in person, face to face. I anticipate this being a bit of a long, chatty video. I have a cup of coffee here to keep me going. So if you want to pause here and get yourself something cozy to drink, a coffee, tea, wine, depending on where you are and what time it is, please feel free. I'll wait. Okay. Okay, so I have had this idea in my head for a very long time. I think the first time it really kind of came into focus was about 2 years ago. I was feeling a bit down. So I struggled with depression my entire life, and I am on medication. I will happily admit that, and it has made a world of difference in my life. But I find myself still a little bit unable to feel happiness, I guess. I find happiness a bit elusive, is what I'm trying to say. And by all measures, I have a very lucky life. I want for nothing. I live in a beautiful place. I have lots of people who love me. I get to make art and do all the things that bring me happiness. And yet somehow I still find myself reaching for that ever elusive goal of feeling more happy in my day-to-day life. And I know enough from nearly 47 years of life on this planet and all the reading and just living that I've done. I know that the happiness doesn't come from things. It doesn't come from tangible things. It comes from up here, right? It's about perspective. It's about training your brain to focus on certain things and not so much on others. And because I know that, I had this idea that it would be fun to take a year and deep dive into all the different kind of aspects of mental exercises that you can do to improve your contentment and your happiness, and kind of take a month to focus on each one by way of reading a book on that subject every month. So that's kind of where the idea started. Of course, then it exploded from there in my mind, and it got grandiose and big and overwhelming, quite honestly. And I put it on the back burner because I couldn't. It was too much. It was too big. Too big of an idea for me to tackle. And I let it go to a certain degree, but it kept coming back. That idea kept coming back. And if you've ever read Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic, then you will be familiar with the idea of a muse visiting you. And if you don't act on it, if you don't take action on that idea, then that muse is going to move on to somebody else, and somebody else is going to pick that up. And I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to move forward with this idea in some way, but I had to figure out a way that was doable, at least to get started, right? In the development world, it's called an MVP, a minimum viable product. What is the minimum thing, the minimum viable product that still encompasses the overall idea, still accomplishes the overall goal, but isn't so overwhelming, doesn't require years of work to make it happen. So I did some thinking about what that would be, what that would look like. And this is what I've come up with. So starting in the month of November, I'm so sorry if you can hear that crinkling. That is my cat. That is my cat rifling through the piles of papers that I have sitting around. So sorry about that. Anyway, back to the idea. So starting in November, I am going to be reading one book a month on a different subject related to I hate the phrase self-help. It has such a negative connotation these days, but essentially that's what it is, right? Ways to improve your overall happiness in life, ways to improve your overall well-being and contentment. So I've chosen the first few, but I definitely don't have all of them picked out. I am going to be reading one of those books every month and coming here and talking to you about it. And I am inviting all of you, anyone who is interested, to join me in that. I would love to have Zoom chats where we can talk about the books we've read and what we've learned and what we've discovered, and maybe how we've put that into action into our own lives, and hear each other's stories and support each other in this. I would love that. If there is a desire for that, if there is demand for that, then I will make that happen 100%. But for right now, I'm just putting it out there, right? So let me know as I. You don't have to decide right now. I haven't even told you anything about it. It's okay. Okay, so that would be great. I would love to see that happen. But for now, I am sharing with you the book that I'll be reading in November. But of course, I couldn't stop there, right? Like that wasn't quite enough. I had to do something a little bit more, because if I'm reading a book and I'm journaling about it, I want something pretty to go along with it, right? I want pretty stickers and things to put in my journal that keep me motivated. Honestly, those things do keep me motivated to continue with my journals, to continue working in them and journaling and having fun with it, right? That's what it's really all about. So I have also designed a digital kit. I have a main kit and a few little extra things on the side, as well as a very small number of physical products to include in this release. Yeah, so I have designed a digital kit. That's what I will be sharing today. It's actually up in my Etsy shop right now for the first month. So before I will show you in detail the whole kit and everything that is in my shop. But before I do that, I want to show you the book and talk to you about what the theme of this month is. So the book is called The Gratitude Diaries. I have the Kindle version and it's on my iPad, so it's huge, but it's this book, The Gratitude Diaries by Janice Kaplan. So the theme of November is fittingly gratitude. The kit is called Forever Grateful. And yeah, it's about learning how to practice gratitude in our everyday lives and what positive effects those can have on us. Of course, I know just from reading like the blurb on the cover, right? I haven't read the book yet. That will start in November. But I took that theme of gratitude and created a digital kit called Forever Grateful. These are the 4 pages of the main kit. Like I said, I will turn this camera around in just a minute and walk you through all of that in detail. But before I do that, I wanted to be very clear that you are more than welcome to participate in this endeavor without buying the kit. Of course, you don't need the kit to be able to read the book. And in fact, you don't even have to buy the book. I got mine from my local library. So it wouldn't have to cost you anything to participate if you want to. And of course, you don't have to participate in the kind of, I guess it's a book club. Are we calling it a book club? Maybe we're calling it a book club. You certainly don't have to participate in that to use the kit in whatever documenting you're doing for the fall. It's very fall themed, or at least gratitude themed, whatever kind of gratitude documenting. Maybe you're doing 30 days of thanks, or thankful 30, or I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Gratitude documented, I think, is one. There's a bunch of projects like that that have prompts for every day. I'm not doing prompts. I am terrible at following prompts. So I haven't created any prompts, and I'm not sharing any prompts with all of you. But you don't have to use the kit for the thing I'm doing, and you don't have to participate in the thing I'm doing, and you don't have to use the kit to participate in the thing I'm doing, if any of that makes any sense. Okay, I'm going to turn this camera around and walk you through everything that is going, no, it's not going to be, it is available in my Etsy shop right now. It is on Etsy right now. It will be on my website eventually, but that took a little bit more work than I had the time to get done before this launch. So for right now, it's on Etsy, and that's where you can get it. Of course, the links for everything will be down below, but let me walk you through the kit quick. So the kit is called Forever Grateful. It is a fully digital kit, so there is no physical product that will be delivered to you. It is 4 downloadable PDF pages, ready to print, ready to go. All you have to do is put your desired paper in your printer, hit print, and they will come out just like this. So I've printed them here on cardstock. This is a fairly heavyweight cardstock. I've also printed them on white sticker paper and clear sticker paper, just to have some variety. You can, of course, print them as many times as you want. I just ask that you don't share them, that they are just for your own personal use. Okay, so here are the 4 pages of the main kit. Each one has a few journaling spots. There are a few quotes, some vintage collages. I included a lot of vintage elements in this kit because I love working with vintage elements, but I also love color. So it's a combination of bright and colorful things and vintage kind of muted things as well. The hand lettering is mine. The drawings are mostly mine. The quotes come from wherever. I did actually make an digital abstract piece as well, and I've used it in some of the elements. You can see that throughout the kit. So this is the first page. This is page 2. I have a few floral clusters, a bunch of leaves. Since it is November, it is fall. It does have somewhat of a fall theme. So this is page number 2. And page number 3, again, some journaling spots, some floral clusters, leaves, digital collages, hand-drawn elements, some of that abstract work, a quote. And then finally, page 4, again, some hand-drawn elements, more of that abstract and handwriting, some more digital journaling spots, more hand-drawn things, digital collages. So it's just kind of the same kind of things spread out across the 4 pages, ready to fussy cut and add to your journals. So this is the main kit. In addition to the main kit, I also have a sort of washi strip printable. This is that same digital abstract work that I've put into strips and then added some vintage elements on top of. So you can print this out, cut these out, and if you print them on sticker paper, they will work kind of like washi tape. I like to print them on clear sticker paper because I love the look of that. It has that somewhat transparent look on a page, much like real washi tape does. But they also work just fine on plain white sticker paper or even just white printer paper that you can add like glue stick to the back of. Totally works just the same way. So that is the washi strip page. I also have a page of tags because honestly, I love tags. I love including tags in my junk journals especially, and even in some of my other journals. So these are ready to cut out. They will be white on the back, obviously, so you can do all of your journaling, all of your writing there, maybe tuck them into a little envelope or a little pocket and have some hidden journaling in your journals. So this is the tag page. And then finally, I have a set of labels. This is actually 2 pages of labels because I can never have too many labels. I never have enough labels, and these are all coordinating with the kit itself. Even has some of that same abstract painting in the background of a few of them in different sizes and different shapes to kind of encompass any kind of journaling or labeling that you want to do. I love these for creating collages, like little clusters on my pages. I love always including a tag in those clusters. So that is the, a label, not a tag. I love including a label in my clusters. That is the label pages. So that is it for the digital kit. I also have a very limited number of an actual physical kit, which I will show you next. Okay, so this is the Forever Grateful physical kit. Like I said, I have a very limited number of these. None of the elements that are in the digital kit are included in here. This is just kind of things that coordinate, things that I thought would work well. And I decided to create this because as much as I love digital products, I really love having something show up in the mail, something tangible, something I can play with. So I thought I would include, especially for this first release, a few of these. And I know that shipping is crazy right now, right? Like it is insane out there. So a lot of people, this is just not going to be accessible to you, and that's fine. You have the digital kit. Anyone can purchase that anywhere. There's no extra fees that go along with purchasing the digital kit. You just have to print it on your own. But for those of you who are in the United States, because that's where I am, it's probably a little bit easier for you to get this if you're interested. But let me walk you through and show you what's inside. It's gonna be a little crinkly. Okay, so as you can see, the kit comes in this glassine bag with the Forever Grateful label on it. And then inside, there are a few different elements. So let me start by walking you through what's in this pocket. So it is a book page pocket that I have sewn with coordinating thread. These are great for adding kind of hidden journaling in your journals. And then tucked inside of that, we have just a bunch of different things. So there is a little card for journaling, a little journaling card, another little journaling spot, a tag, some circle stickers in coordinating colors for the kit, a little file folder thing that you can journal on or decorate and add to your journal, a guest check, a little strip of coordinating watercolors, and then this is an embossed, hopefully you can see that, an embossed paper that matches the colors of the kit with fall leaves on it. That is fun to, I love to like tear these and add them as borders on my pages. So that is what is in the first little packet. And then there is also this, this is actually a library card pocket. So you get the little gold clip and these kind of reproduction vintage pieces. So these are things that I created myself and distressed to look vintage. I love the combination of this like colorful and vintage pieces together. So these are attached to the front of a library card pocket. As you can see, it also is in the same color as the kit. And you get, of course, a library card inside, as well as a few other little vintagey elements and another little journaling card as well. The journaling cards themselves may differ slightly in the kits that you get. I didn't have repeats of most of these, so I just chose ones that worked with the color of the kit. It will be very similar and definitely work in the same color scheme as the kit. You also get a little washi sampler, so a little bookmark, because again, there is definitely a book related theme to this entire kit. So I thought it would be fun to include it as a bookmark. And then you get 12 inches of 5 different, it's a minimum of 12 inches. I didn't measure them exactly. I know there's at least 12 inches of each of these on this little washi tape sampler. And then a little paper bag, a little brown paper bag with some fun goodies inside. So let me pour these out and show you. So there are some vellum pieces, some cardstock pieces, some vintage bits and pieces, a few little photographs. This is not going to be exactly the same in each of the kits, but you'll get the same quantity of things and the same quality of things. They'll just be slightly different. And then there are also some tags that I included that are cut from papers that coordinate with the kit as well. Okay, so that is what is in the little brown paper bag. There is also a little vellum envelope with a cute little leaf sticker holding it shut. And inside, we have some die cuts. So there are some leaf die cuts that coordinate with the colors of the kit. Honestly, I can't ever have enough of these. I'm constantly cutting these out for myself during the fall. So there's a bunch of those. And then there are these adorable little mushroom die cuts as well. Let's see if you can see that a bit better. So those are actually dimensional little white dots on each of these. They're inked to match the colors of the kit. I just think these are so adorable, and I cannot wait to use them in my journals. Let's see if it will focus. Maybe. Okay. Okay, so that is the physical kit. Like I said, there is a very limited number of these. So if you are interested in this, I would act soon. I am just very limited to what I can keep for inventory and what I have to create these kits from. So if I continue making the physical kits in future months, there will never be a large number of them. So I like the idea of keeping it small. It's just much more doable for me. And I can create these very detailed little bits and pieces to include in the kits as well. Okay, so that is the physical kit. I have one more thing to share with you, and that is this set of 20 vintage book pages. So this is the other thing I'm offering in my shop this month. These are all just regular book pages, so no dictionary pages, no textbook pages, that sort of thing. They're just regular book pages. In fact, I'll open this up and show you what they look like. Each one is from a different book, so it's completely unique. You get 20 different pages here. They're all, of course, going to be double-sided. There'll be different shades, different textures. Again, this is something that I can never have enough of in my stash. I'm always going to the books that I use to create journals with and pulling out pages from them so that I can tear them up and add them to the background of my journal pages. So I love adding these. These have been a staple for me for a long time. So I thought I would just share some of my stash with all of you, and I thought having 20 unique pages would be so much fun to play with in our journals. So that is the vintage book page kit. Okay, so that is the kit. That is everything I have to share with you in the shop this month. But before I let you go, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I plan to use the kit and all the different ways that I intend to use the kit during the month of November. So first and foremost, I am creating a gratitude journal. I know the book is about obviously it's about gratitude journaling. So I have this Archer and Olive notebook that I had actually started to use for something else that didn't work out. You can see it has 2024 in the front. That's okay. I'm just skipping those pages, and I am going to create a gratitude journal. I'm actually going to create decorated pages and have them done for each week. I have a kind of idea in mind already, but I'll be sharing all of those processes with all of you. But that will be number one. It's the gratitude journal. I'll also be using it in my kind of creative journal. That's this one. I shared this on Instagram a few weeks ago. It's just like, oh, that's upside down. Okay, it's like just kind of, I don't know. It's not really an art journal. It's not really a junk journal. I just call it my creative journal. It's where I go when I have big feelings and want to be creative, but don't want to get all my supplies out to do something bigger. I made this journal myself and I love it. And it's watercolor paper, so I can actually do some painting in here if I want to. I'm really enjoying this. It's something I plan to continue to do. And then I also have a junk journal. I recently found this one. I had made it quite a while ago, and I think I actually shared it. I don't remember what the purpose was. What I had intended this to be. I think I made it for a particular reason, and then that never happened. So this is my junk journal. This is an ongoing thing. This is just the new one that I'm going to be starting. Always have a junk journal in process because I just love making junk journal pages. And then I also plan to start, and I haven't quite figured this all out yet, so I'm not sure exactly what it's going to look like. I don't have anything to show you, but I've really been missing the kind of daily journaling with stamps and stickers, kind of like a planner, but I don't really do planners. So it's just kind of like a daily recap of whatever happened that day using pretty things and maybe including some photos, but maybe not. I miss that kind of documentation that I used to do in scrapbooking. I definitely don't miss the pockets, and I don't miss the 12 by 12 pages, but I miss that sort of way of documenting my life. And it feels a bit harder to keep track of everything that's happening and everything I've done and when it's all taken place without that kind of documentation. So I have been thinking about how to get back into that, and I'm toying with a few different ideas. It might actually be the first of the year before I actually solidify what that's going to look like. For now, I'm just kind of playing around with a few different things to see what works for me. But I will absolutely be sharing that process with you as well. And I will also be sharing a video coming up very soon that kind of deep dives into all the different journals that I am currently maintaining. These are just a few of them, to be honest. So be sure to look out for that video. Subscribe if you haven't already so that you see when that video comes out. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, questions, things that I can help you with, please feel free to leave a comment and let me know. I am so excited about these next 12 months, and honestly, even it could go even longer, I guess. I mean, there is no shortage of books out there to read and themes to explore. So I'm committing to 12 months right now, and we'll see where we go from there. So yes, please let me know what your thoughts are, if you have any suggestions. I will also be releasing this in my newsletter, and that's likely where any updates for Zoom calls or anything like that will go out. So be sure to sign up for that if you're interested in participating and you aren't already on my newsletter. Make sure you do that as well. So, okay, I think I'm done. That was a lot of talking. I don't normally do that much talking. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you love these products as much as I do. And I hope to see you back here soon. Bye-bye.